Hello everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace dropping in on you. Leaving the office, headed to the gym, and I'm sitting up and I'm excited. Something that I was going to introduce tomorrow morning, and then I'm sitting up and I'm just excited about it. So I wanted to introduce it to you tonight, and then I'll tell you about it more over the next few days. But I want to get you guys started. One of the things you've heard me talk about a lot is the stifling impact of limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs lock so many people into small perimeters where they believe that what they're doing is the best that they can do. These limiting beliefs are normally a part of a paradigm that comes from early childhood or teenage years, where people were told what they couldn't do, or they experienced some difficulty and nobody walked them through the possibility or taught them perseverance and persistence. And so they are one go and quit. And then over time it develops what we call limiting beliefs, these ceilings that govern what we even try to do. And when you are aware of the fact that there's so many possibilities beyond the position and the space you're in, no matter where you're at, I don't care how successful you think you've been, you haven't scratched the surface. That's a guarantee. The most successful person, in whatever way you gauge success, hasn't even scratched the surface of what they're capable of doing. We know this for a fact. We know that there are places you can push yourself to go that is beyond phenomenal and extraordinary, but very few people ever experience it, because most people are governed by the limiting beliefs of their past, the limiting beliefs that literally anchor them into the life and existence that they are currently experiencing. I have taught for years people how to break the curse and the force and the devastation of limiting beliefs. About 6 years ago, I created a course called Crushing Limiting Beliefs. It was so effective that I was looking for funding to actually take it on a grand scale. And what happened is the institution that was going to invest in it decided to buy the license for it. So they kept it for 5 years, and they had unbelievable success with it. And they were charging some pretty crazy pricing for it. And so when it was time to re-up the license, I decided, no, I'm not going to sign another contract to re-up the license. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my product back and I'm going to make it available to the average person. And so I created Crushing Limiting Beliefs. And this course is about 19 modules. And it takes you through a step-by-step process of identifying the limiting beliefs that are holding you back, and then how to replace those limiting beliefs with liberating beliefs, beliefs that see beyond the current reality, see beyond past experiences, and are willing to explore future possibilities. That's all advancement is. It's saying, I'm not going to be anchored in the past. I'm not going to be anchored about what used to be. I'm not going to be anchored about what I used to believe. I'm going to open up my mind to what's possible, because I understand now that if I can just conceive it in my mind, that's God's evidence that it's possible. So I may not be able to understand how, but if I can conceive it in my mind, I know it's possible. I'll figure out the how as I move forward. When you are pursuing or making up your mind to pursue something that you've never done before, how you're going to get there is none of your business until you have committed and you start moving. Then the gates of providence open and things start to happen, but you got to take the first move. What I'm excited about is I have been telling you about Crushing Beliefs. It's been available to you since I got the license back, probably before the end of last year, somewhere around December. It's been available. But I am going to do something unbelievable. I am going to teach this course on next Saturday, which is the 21st. I'm going to teach this course, and I'm going to teach it at a fraction of what the course costs. The course is $399. I'm going to teach this course for $150. I want anybody and everybody who wants to change their life to be able to. And if you really truly want to change your life, you can find a way to purchase a seat in this class, which I will do Zoom. Now, here's the beauty of it. Once again, just like this past week's course, I am going to record it. And obviously, I'll make it available for sale. But for those who actually buy it, you're going to get it at the reduced cost of what it costs to sit in this classroom, which is $150. If you don't show up and you purchase the seat in the class, I am going to give you the recording for free. And I'm going to give you access to me via email to ask the questions you didn't get to ask during the class. I want you to be in this class because I don't know if I'm going to do it again, because there's a lot of costs going. When you see this course isn't a few pages. This is 19 modules. This is a step-by-step process of rebuilding your psyche, rebuilding your belief system, recalibrating your self-image, developing self-esteem and self-confidence at a level that you're willing to go out there and do some things you never did before. While it's daunting, it's very possible. I have literally hung my hat and made my living over the last 20 years showing people how to do this. The course was so awesome that, again, that a large institution purchased a license to it, to have the rights to sell it exclusively for 5 years, and wanted to purchase it again. And I decided, no, I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it out and I'm going to market myself. And my goal is to get as many people to use it at this price, which is a lot more affordable than what they were charging. They were charging it like it was a little course that you had to go through. And I'm talking about it was in those lines of pricing. And I'm giving it at a fraction, but right now and this time only, because after this class, after enrollment in this class closes, then it will be back to the $399 price, and that price probably will only last throughout June, and then the price will go up, not dramatically, but definitely a couple of $100, because it's worth it and because it has to be able to carry itself. But right now, I priced it in the beginning because I wanted people to jump on it. I wanted people to get it. I wanted people to experience it. I wanted people out there getting their lives in order and getting changed. If you are tired of being where you're at, if you're tired of saying you're going to do something different you haven't done, if you're tired of hoping and wishing, if you're tired of looking at other people do things that you think are beyond you, and you want to experience what you see them experiencing and more, this is the course you need to have. We need to shake you free from those limiting beliefs. I'm going to personally teach this course. And if you haven't sit in with me or you haven't sit in front of me in a one-on-one, I'm telling you, you're missing something. I'm not just telling you that because it's me. I'm telling you that because that's the feedback I get consistently, is that I have a way of getting the point across. I have a way of delivery. I have a way of teaching things that are complicated and making them simple. I have a way of making people believe things that they never believed before, including believing in themselves. You have an opportunity to do something exceptional and extraordinary, and you got a chance to do it. And the thing is, you're going to be doing it in a room full of a bunch of other people that have that same anticipation, that same thirst, that same desire, that same hunger, and you're going to be doing it right there with them. You're going to encourage one another. You're probably going to make some friends and connections because it's going to be open forum where you're going to be able to ask questions. You're going to be talking about what it is you see, what it is you think. We're going to talk about your limiting beliefs. We're going to talk about where they came from. We're going to talk about why they have you anchored. We're going to talk about how you overcome them, how you replace them with more powerful, liberating beliefs, how you walk in something that you've never even thought you can do before. We're going to talk about it all, but I'm challenging you. It's absolutely absurd what I've been doing lately, but I've been doing it because I want to see people's lives change. At some point, I'm going to have to come back to my senses, and prices are going to have to balance back out, and so that my market can sustain and my value can sustain in the market. But right now, I'm going crazy because I am in a place where I need to give. I'm in a place where I need to bless people. I'm in a personal space where I want to see people do it. Obviously, if I was in a place where I could do it for free, I'd be doing it for free right now. And there are some times I drop knowledge on people for free. Matter of fact, I do it every day. I do it. I give you something free every day. But if you really want to touch something specific in your life and hammer on it and break it down, analyze it, and discover exactly why it has such a hold on you, show up. I'm telling you, show up and watch what happens. $150 for a $399 self-paced course. That means that the $399 price isn't with me. You get the book. I mean, it's not a book, it's a digital course, but you get the course, you take it and you go through each module on your own. You're gonna sit down with the person who created the module. And it's nothing like it. You're gonna sit down with the person whose mind thinks differently, whose mind just simply escapes the parameters of limitations and thinks of crazy stuff all his life. Right when you think he's down, he comes up with something and he's in a new space. That person is going to be sitting in front of you and showing you how you will never, ever be trapped in anything you don't want to be trapped in again. Trapped in poverty, trapped in a job you hate, trapped in an abusive relationship, trapped in the pain and suffering of past hurts and harms. Whatever it is, we coming out of it. I'm telling you that this is a chance in a lifetime. $150, you're not going to beat it. $150, I'm telling you, I can charge 10 times that. And there are people that will pay it if I market it to the right place. I'm coming to you because you're the people who listen on a regular basis, get encouragement, get inspiration, but you need more than that. You need to take action. You need to move on something bigger than yourself for once in your life. You need to get out there and go after something that's bigger than you, something that you are actually strong enough to pull off. Now is the time. Now is the time. I'm challenging you to step up, make a move. Step up, make a move. Click the link in the box. It's only going to be one because I want you to get this. Click the link in the box. Sign up. I'm taking the first 20 people because I want to give everybody attention. I want to give everybody attention. I'm taking the first 20 people and then I'm shutting it off at 20. And that will be it. And then the price goes back up. After we hit 20, I'm closing enrollment and then the price goes back up. And then it's only going to be a self-paced course. Don't get me wrong, the self-paced course has done great for 5 years for that institution. So that's great, but the institution never had me delivering it and teaching it. You're going to have that. If you've ever encountered me, even just listening to me, you probably got an idea of how I move and how I operate and what I bring to the table. You're going to get to see it in a more direct and deliberate focus based off of what we're going to be talking about that day. This is your chance. Do not miss it. Click that link right now. Don't second guess it. Don't let your doubt start creeping in. Don't start questioning it. You have it. It's time to make a move. It's time to do something. And today is the day. Make today the day that you did something that will change your life forever.